A Plantation neighborhood is resting easy tonight. It's thanks to the installation of a new guardrail. That may not sound exciting, but when your home has been slammed into cars not once or twice, but 3 times, you might feel the same way. CBS News Miami's Ted Scouten has this story.
2, 1.
A ribbon cutting for a shiny new guardrail may not be a big deal to many, but for Jonathan Phillips, his family, and his neighbors, it means finally getting a good night's sleep.
It's relieving. It's really nice to know that there's something in between us and a vehicle now.
Since 2015, 3 cars have come barreling into his yard from Nob Hill Road near Northwest 6th Street in Plantation. The first one was an SUV northbound that missed a slight curve, jumped a roadway divider on Nob Hill, and plowed through 3 yards.
Crashed through their fence, entered through our fence, continued on, took out all the trees, the shrubs, took out an above-ground hot tub that was partially in the ground, partially out of the ground, and then continued on and took out the whole side of the house where my grandmother was moments before it happened.
Then 2 years later, a similar crash. His house hit a second time.
The vehicle jumped the island on the other side of the road, crashed through our fence, and then plowed into the corner of our house, just taking out some of the stucco and the drain.
After that crash, the city installed a guardrail to stop cars from jumping that island. In 2021, this video shows a 3rd crash. This one, a car heading southbound, went off the road and into his yard, this time just taking out the fence.
The idea of not being able to go into a back room for fear of a car hitting your house, that's not acceptable.
Plantation Mayor Nick Sortel made this a priority when he got into office in November, pointing out the guardrail is in place, $40,000 under budget, and is giving these neighbors some peace of mind.
The risk is still there of somebody hitting it, the guardrail, but definitely there's more relief that if somebody was to go off the roadway or if there was a crash out there, that more than likely the guardrail would stop it.
The Phillips tell us at one point they were actually thinking of putting some type of barrier here along the fence in their backyard, but with that guardrail in place now, they're hoping that the problem has been solved. In Plantation, Ted Scouten, CBS News Miami.